Good morning and welcome back to Kenny's Tool Review. We'll be doing tool review today. I'm more of an update on prior devices that I've now had a chance to test and work out all of their kinks. This is the Autel Power Probe, if you will. This is more comparable to a Power Probe 3 than a Power Probe 4. I have been using this a lot lately because my Power Probe 4 is broken. I don't remember exactly what was broken on it, but I've dropped it one too many times and now it doesn't work. So nothing against Power Probe. That thing's been kicking around for a while for me. But I bought this one because it has the extension on it. You can see it runs all the way back there. There's the little clip and then comes all the way up here. I got it more for trucks, for simple light bulb testing, because the Power Probe's got all the driver tests and whatnot. But we'll go over some of the features. Obviously, we've got the power button that'll smoke PCMs, and then the ground button. To turn off the beeper, which I'll do right now so we can stop that, you just hit the little center button until you get here, and then obviously it says press and hold, and then now it's not going to make any noise anymore. LEDs will still light up for power and for ground. It still should do the bit where I have too much resistance to make it beep, which it seems to be doing. So that's good. You don't want it saying that there's a ground when it's just, it's high resistance. So obviously it has that capability. The DC current, as you can see here, you just got your regular, this is your regular Power Probe. This is the one you're going to be using most of the time. Next, this is supposed to be AC current, but it has a little graph here, which is pretty sweet. And it does seem to be able to, pick up something. I don't really have a waveform here to show you, but you can see it picks up square waves. I'm sure the refresh rate isn't that good, and then you can see the frequency and duty cycle down there at the bottom. It'll tell you that, which is pretty cool. Less of an AC sine wave, more of a DC sine wave, but whatever works. It can see frequency and whatnot. It also can do resistance, so in a circuit. I don't know if it's going to be able to do it. I think I got to put power to it for it to work. I don't know. Let's see. Blew my circuit breaker here. So I got to read up more on the resistance portion of it. I have not used that portion yet. I know that the Power Probe does that also, which I don't really know how to use because I rarely ever use it for resistance. I usually just go to a multimeter. But this thing, as far as Power Probes go, I believe it's cheaper than the Power Probe 3, and I don't think the Power Probe 3 comes automatically with this extra cable anyways. And it even can graph, which the Power Probe 3 definitely can't do. It's got a better screen. It can show you all your frequencies and whatnot. So this is definitely worth more than the Power Probe 3, I think. Obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, but the end here is just a banana jack. So a lot of the times I'll take and I'll stick this in here, and then I can have whatever I want in here. I could have an alligator clip. I could have a back probe, like one of those fit in there. And the same thing as the Power Probe 4 and 3, and all those have the same thing. But I think this is way more of a better value than the Power Probe 3. And if you're starting out, I'll highly recommend this one. It seems to be working fantastic. I have dropped it quite a few times too. As we all know, I'm rough on stuff. It's held up great. Next one I'll go to here is the Power Probe. Oh, sorry, not the Power Probe. The Finarist C2C23T. This thing is a great multimeter, and the only problem is that it's not user-friendly at all. It's very hard to use. Here, I'll turn it on. It doesn't have a AA battery. It is rechargeable. I rarely have to recharge it, so that's good. You have the multimeter function. which is probably going to be the most here. It automatically goes on auto. By touching them together, you'll see resistance. If you see up here, barely scrubbed out the V in the ohm here. When you're in the multimeter, that's how you go from DC to AC to resistance. And I mean, it works great, so nothing there. Obviously, the other ones here, we'll see. This is diode. This is temperature. This is amperage. It's not the easiest to use. You can go back to the menu. Go over to oscilloscope. Oops, too far. Oscilloscope. It's a 2-channel scope. Right now I have it on 10 volts per division. So each one of these blocks is 10 volts. They're at 0. This one's at 50 millivolts, the orange trace, but I usually only use the blue trace. I'll hook it up here. Maybe I'll pause. Alright, so we've already gone past the, you can see the line coming across the screen there. So, I mean, this battery is at 13.8 volts right now, so 0 being there, and then 10 volts would be the line above it pretty much, and then a little bit above that, 13 volts. You can see that down here, VPP, all that stuff. To move the cursors and whatnot, it takes some time to figure out. Obviously, you have all your buttons here, and then your directional buttons here, channel 1, channel 2. See if I can do it. I haven't done it in a while, so which one are we moving here? Oh. Right now I'm doing so I've hit this, and now I'm changing 10 volt. I guess 10 volt is the max. The other way is smaller. That's probably why I have a 10 volt. 1 times, so I'm sure we could change that too. We're on DC, obviously. I don't have any triggers set up. I mean, this is bare bones stuff here. I can also, let's see here, channel 1, then you can turn it on and off. Obviously, you can probe 1 times or 10 times, so I can see here, that's on and off. Fumbling through this 10 times. And then you got your AC couple. So, I mean, very capable scope. It's also got a signal generator. That is out of this only 1 port right here. Not the channel 1 or channel 2. And it's only a 3.3 volt maximum on whatever different signal you want. So, I guess you can even simulate noise. Didn't even know that. Haven't scrolled down that far yet. And then just straight up DC current. Up to 3.3 volts. That's the max it'll do for this little battery and this little unit. So, can't really complain much out of that. Very capable. I use it as multimeter most, and it seems to work great there because my other multimeter has been dropped too many times. Just the only problem is it's not the greatest user friendly, but if you're not, if you're not an idiot and you can figure it out, then this is pretty easy and good for you. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I got a merch store, so I'll put that here. My son's also got a merch store for his college fund in the future, so I'll also put that here. And hope you have a great day.